Right, guys, welcome back to another video. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Yo, look, if you are looking to move to Rio Rancho and you are wondering if it is more expensive than Albuquerque, what kind of housing options do they have? What does the job market look like? And what is there to even do in Rio Rancho? Seems like they have a lot of dirt still available down there. Well, you aren't wrong. There is still a lot of dirt. And with that being said, they are bringing more development as far as retail spots, master plan communities, and just different amenities for people to enjoy up there. I know in the past couple of years, they've built different stores like the Home Depot, Big R. A lot of big retail box stores are going up in that area just because they've never been there. And a lot of people back in the day, believe it or not, that lived in Rio Rancho were traveling to Albuquerque to do their shopping. So if that's something that you're interested in, this video is going to be a whole survival guide on moving to Rio Rancho. So let's go.
Run out loud, gotta run on. Keep on running till the sun goes down. Run out loud, better run on. Run all day till you can't be found.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Eli, and if this is your first time tuning into the channel, do us a huge favor and hit that subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. That way you guys are never missing any videos, because we are dropping videos every Tuesday and Thursday talking about what our beautiful cities of New Mexico have to offer. I was going to say Albuquerque because that's the majority of the videos we've been doing, but today we have a fun one. We're talking about Rio Rancho. Now, if you are looking to move to Rio Rancho, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line, and I am a licensed broker here in the state of New Mexico. And as much as I love doing these videos, I would love to also help with your real estate needs. So feel free to reach out. That way we can hop on a quick Zoom call, really talk about the details on what it is and what it is going to take to get you down here to Rio Rancho or one of the neighboring cities like Albuquerque or Santa Fe. So feel free to reach out because we love to help. But in today's video, guys, we got a fun one. We're going to be talking about one of the top 100 cities to move to in the United States, believe it or not, right next to Albuquerque. Rio Rancho has a ton to offer as far as amenities go, neighborhoods, shopping, and, you know, growth, essentially, right? They call it the city of vision, and I guess the whole potential there is that they do have the space to continue to grow, with a lot more developers coming through and building more retail spots, more neighborhoods as far as master plan communities, and you got people like the Hakes brothers that are a local builder that have built some immaculate and beautiful homes in that area. So if that is something that you're interested in, you want a survival guide of how to navigate all this if you are moving to Rio Rancho, this video is one that you're going to want to stick to, because we are going to go over the cost of living, we are going to go over housing, we are going to go over some of the family-friendly communities over there, the job market, things to do, and proximity to these other cities like Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Because if you are taking a job in either one of those cities but you want to live in Rio Rancho, it might not be as bad as a drive as you think. So get a pen and a pad, take some notes, hang tight with us. Let's go. All right, guys. So when we are talking about, now when we're talking about affordability in Rio Rancho, what does that even look like? To be honest with you, what is even affordable? Well, the affordability down there is 25% lower than Denver, if that means anything to you, and 6% lower than the national average, according to the chamber over there, right? The Chamber of Commerce. Now, when we are looking at the average home price, it's about $328,000. That's what we're looking at as far as Zillow goes. And then if you are talking in comparability to like ABQ, ABQ is just about the same as far as cost of living. There's not really much of a change in difference there. When you are talking about buying groceries, getting something to eat, it's pretty comparable. It's about the same. And you are going to want to look at making about 40 grand a year to maintain the lifestyle that you would if you are coming from a place like Denver. So not a whole lot of money that you're going to have to make down here. That's about the average salary that you are looking at in New Mexico, anywhere from 40 to 50 grand. So you can just imagine that you are going to be living in a comfortable life, a comfortable situation, if you do have a decent paying job. Have you guys ever seen Glengarry Ross? The whole movie about them selling Rio Rancho? Pretty much, it's kind of real. A lot of people were selling plots of land out there. I think it was mainly to like newspaper and stuff like that. And people were buying it up, cheap pieces of dirt. I mean, I could imagine that they were probably spending pennies or whatever at that point, counting up their pennies to go and buy pieces of dirt. You could only imagine, like it was so long ago. But no, for real, back in the day, in the 70s, when Rio Rancho was really kind of getting established, AMRAP went down there and built a bunch of economic homes for people to move down here. The only problem was with their piping. A lot of their houses that they built had that polypropylene in them. So if you are buying a house down there in Rio Rancho, you are going to want to ask, was this house built by AMRAP, and am I looking at polypropylene homes or Kitech? It's a mix of the two. I find it very confusing sometimes, and literally you won't be able to tell unless you go and actually look at the lines. And really, as realtors, we can tell because there's either a cutout in one of the closets in the rooms, or we just know which homes they are already. So if you are in question of, hey, like, I don't know if this is one of those homes you're talking about as far as AMRAP goes. And to be honest with you, it's not a major issue because there is a fix for all that. Actually, a lot of the houses have been fixed over there, but you will from time to time run into one of those homes with that issue. So if you are having trouble trying to figure out which home it is, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line. And let's hop on a Zoom call. That way we can really look at the different areas in Rio Rancho and discuss what homes are going to best fit your needs. Now, if it is going to be a custom luxury home like out there in Mariposa Park, or you want to live in more of a master plan community with a pool, big park like in Cabazon, we are going to go over that into full detail because you want to know what different amenities you are going to need because Russ Medical Center is right next to Cabazon. Mariposa Park is a little bit more ways out, closer towards, like if you were going to Jemez, more north or northwest, right? Is it? Somewhere far. The last time we were up there, I was in a whole different world. I mean, some of the homes out there were super beautiful. Actually, one of the fastest selling luxury homes in the state is out there in Mariposa Park, and they actually sold it through social media. You know, connecting people in a different way is going to be very big for Rio Rancho because they pride themselves on tech, especially since Intel is over there, bringing a lot of people down from different areas in the United States that bring different ideas and different ways of living. Within a small area, Rio Rancho has found to put 57 schools in their school district. And that ranges from, you know, elementary school all the way up to high school. And believe it or not, according to niche.com, Rio Rancho has one of the top schools your kiddo can go to in the state. So maybe that's why a lot of people are moving to Rio Rancho because they have education in mind. And with the CNN West campus out there and it being so close to Intel and Los Alamos, they are attracting a lot more people who are education focused. So they want to make sure that their kiddos or whoever they got in school is going to those top priority schools that really give education a big push. And to be honest with you, that Rio Rancho High School looked like a college campus anyhow. It was so big. It was so massive. I was literally took away because they got a beautiful view of the mountains. It's tucked away in the mesa. It almost feels like you're in a whole different world when you're going out there in lush green pastures. It's right next to the Loma Colorado neighborhood. So that neighborhood by itself is another one like Cabazon that is on the higher end, really takes pride in their neighborhoods. They got different amenities like basketball courts, a big baseball field, big field for everybody to go and enjoy. So if education is going to be important to you guys, Rio Rancho is going to have that taken care of for you. Now, in terms of accessibility to amenities, Rio Rancho has done a very good job at where they place these different things like retails, medical centers, and all that stuff. You're talking about like Russ, it being super conveniently close to the Cabazon neighborhood. I mean, people could walk to their doctor's appointments if they wanted to. All the shopping and restaurants are going to be super conveniently placed throughout the city. And then if you just want to go to the mall, Cottonwood Mall, you are going to be about 5 minutes out from Rio Rancho if you go down on Coors or Unser. And then dealerships are placed all along right there off of the Coors bypass, which is a big hill that you go up into Rio Rancho. And one of my favorite spots is going to be a gas station, believe it or not, because that Latitude's gas station that's sitting on the corner right across the street from the Ford dealership has one of the prime areas to buy whiskey in. I love to drink whiskey. It's one of my hobbies. When you're talking about proximity, you are going to be talking about how close Rio Rancho is to Albuquerque or Santa Fe, even Los Alamos. And really, Rio Rancho is placed super conveniently to both cities. You are looking about a 30-minute drive to Albuquerque, maybe a 45-minute drive to Santa Fe, and maybe an hour-and-a-half drive to Los Alamos, maybe even a little shorter just because you are closer. I know people say that it takes them about an hour and a half if they're flying from Albuquerque. I don't recommend flying. Drive cautiously and be safe out there, but the proximity to these other cities and proximity to other amenities there in Rio Rancho is very well planned out. They've done an awesome job of making sure that they place things in the right areas. All right, guys, so whether you're looking to move down to Rio Rancho for work, like going to work at Russ Medical Center, Intel, or Los Alamos Slabs, or just any other big box store that they have down there, or you just want to go work at a top-notch resort, Rio Rancho is going to have all that for you guys. And we did briefly touch on some of the topics that this beautiful city has to offer, but if you do want to dive deep into some of these topics and talk about some other things that may concern you, that number popping up on the screen is my direct line, and I'd love to hop on a quick Zoom call with you guys. That way we can really talk about the details and the next 30, 60, or 90 days, or whatever that timeline is for you on to purchase a house down here in Rio Rancho or one of the major cities that is nearby. So I'd love to make sure that you get all the right info. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day. If there's anything I can do for you guys, feel free to reach out. Talk soon. Peace.
Yeah, oh my Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls and we all pray.